What's up, YouTube? Alright, so listen, I'm back for another video. And yes, y'all, it got a lot cooler out here than it was earlier. It did storm for just a little bit, nothing too big. Um, but I did want to say prayers out to the family that had the house fire that was not that far down the street from where I'm at now. Hopefully everybody made it out okay. And, you know, yeah, I just got confirmation. Okay, so listen. The video is, like, I did a Wednesday rant video. And I feel like every day, oh, that's bright. Every day, I'm not even going to call it a rant. I'm just going to call it my daily venting video. Because I've been seeing a lot lately on the news about Trump supposedly wanting to get involved with the Israel and Iran war. Y'all, literally, why? Why? See, now I'm not into politics. I hate anything to do with politics. Like, I'm just basic, like, okay, it is what it is, who wins, like, regardless, nobody's doing stuff for us, really, like they say. Everybody's going to say they're going to do something until they get in. So, anyway, back it up. So I was watching, I seen it come across my news channel when I was at work the other day. And it said that he supposedly was thinking about joining in with the war. Why? Please, literally, please tell me why. Why would you want to get involved in another country's war that has nothing to do with us? You know, Israel and Iran, they have their own problems. So why are you going to put, which this is how the presidents are, why are we going to put our 2 cents in to a war that has nothing to do with us? Now, I know all the people that are heavily into politics are going to say, well, you know, this is why, and this is why, and this is why, and this is why. What I'm saying is why. That would just be like two random people in the street fighting and somebody else jumping in. It's not your fight. It's not your fight. So why would you get involved in something that is not even your fight? Okay? Like, to me, like, I think that the president just wants to get into things. Like, he just wants to get involved in stuff. Like, he wants that attention. He wants that shine and say, hey, I did this. It's not cool. Like, why? Why would you want to get involved in a major war where they are firing missiles at each other? Do you not understand what that could do to us? Do you not care about us as Americans? Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense for you to stick your nose into someone else's business when it comes to war. But, you know, us as little people, we can't get involved in that. We don't have no say-so. We just have to sit back, and we have to suffer the consequences. Because if there was a war, and if they were firing missiles or nukes or whatever they were firing, he's safe. His whole staff is safe. I said, we ain't safe. Us as the little people, we're not safe. So why would you jeopardize the lives of millions of people for another country, because another country is not going to do nothing for us when it literally comes down to it. By the way, like, literally every country hates us. So why would they want to help us? But we're quick to send our military over there, ready, with the bombers, and, like, be all for it. Like, who wants a war? Who literally wants to be in a war? Like, it's like when you're playing a game, it's like, hey, I want to be in it. I want to be in it. This is literally like deadly. And here Trump is, yeah, we want to get involved. We want to help. Like, no, we don't. You do. Like, don't screw us over because you want to get involved in something that has nothing to do with you, but you want to get involved in it because you want to try to play the hero. And you're playing the hero for what? You're not getting any kind of medal of honor for getting involved in somebody else's war. You're just going to get millions of people killed because you want to stick your nose in something that has nothing to do with you. Like, see, that's what's bad, like, with our country, is because, like, our country, no matter what president we have, always wants to stick their nose in somebody else's business. They always want to get involved in things that have nothing to do with them. Like, literally nothing. And, you know, and I made a video a while back about something that had to do with us and other countries. And somebody had made a comment about, like, okay, well, this is where we get our resources and blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if Americans weren't lazy, then we can make our own shit. We don't have to depend on, and I don't have anything against any country, but, like, we wouldn't have to worry about China and whoever to make our products for us. So, like, to me, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just feel like it's staged, it's planned, because who in their right mind would literally want to be in a war? Like, there's people out here that don't want to be in a fight between people. There's people that don't want to be involved in any altercations with anybody, let alone a full-blown war that involves missiles and, like, whatever else they might have, because we don't know. You know, and the first time that we stick our nose in it, like, it's over. Like, it's literally over. So, that's all I had to say for today, y'all. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Americans, like, not like, I'm not even going to say Americans, I'm going to say the president. I just feel like he is just doing something because he knows he can, okay? Because, you know, whenever you're a leader, you have full control, okay? So, he's sitting back, let me take advantage of this. We gonna go to war. We gonna help try to deal with all this. We gonna help Iran, or we gonna help Israel, or whatever. We gonna get involved in that. I'm gonna put our military in. Like, why? Why? Do you want your little Boy Scout badge because you started a war with somebody that you weren't even supposed to start a war with? That had nothing to do with you. Whatever is going on between Iran and Israel is Iran and Israel's business, not the USA. There's not the word USA in either one of them words. So why would you just voluntarily go over there? And then you're gonna put it out there that you know where the leader is hiding, but you're not going to get rid of him just yet. I'm like, okay, you know where he's hiding at. We knew where Osama bin Laden was hiding, aka Obama, but we knew where he was hiding. Okay, you know where he's hiding. Just do whatever you gotta do, and just that's it. Like it was all a setup. Like it's all a lie. It is all publicity stunts. I'm telling you. Listen, y'all. And like I'm not the only one that said it. There's other YouTubers that said that television is tell lies to your vision. So anything that you see on TV, y'all think it's real. So if here, I'll give you an instant. Hold on. I'll give you one. I was scrolling through my Facebook Reels one day, and it said that Elon Musk, as part of this Doge product or Doge project, whatever it's called, DOGE project, was giving every American $5,000. So I'm sitting there like, I'm like, is this real? Like, because, we have gotten stimulus. Americans got stimulus checks back then. So I'm like, but what for? Like, I know inflation's going up. Like, I know that. But, like, for them to just graciously give us $5,000. So I'm like, I did my research and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm like, this is real. Like, okay. Come to find out that it I'll say this, it was real, but it wasn't. And then I got another thing that said that everybody that filed their taxes this past year was getting $3,000. So I'm like, why? Like, it says if you filed your taxes between this day and this day, and I'm like, you can't file your taxes between this day and this day because the last day to file was in April. So it says anybody that filed their taxes between May, whatever it was, and May, whatever, was getting $3,000. And I'm just sitting there laughing because I see all these people, these fake bots comment, and they're like, oh yeah, I can't believe, yes, I just got mine. Hey, mine's on my way. I got an email saying that it was on its way, and I'm so gracious. And like, I was just like, really? The deadline to file taxes is in April. So how do you file your taxes in May and you get extra money? Like, that just don't even sound right. But I laughed it off, and I was just like, then I started getting all of these things through my Facebook reel that was saying that, oh, if you want your student loan forgiven, and oh, I can't believe, like, Trump is just giving this money away to people, here's yours, and it says learn more. And I'm like, this is like a super trap for dumb Americans. Because any dumb American would click on learn more, and then boom, they have the information that they need on you. And it's not even people hacking your Facebook anymore. It's a deeper level. It's like people getting into your bank accounts and like credit cards that you have, and like your identity and things like that. So it's so much more a deeper level, and it's gotten so much worse. I would say in the past, I would say like 5-6 years, it's gotten worse. Like, there's people taking people's EBT cards and taking money off of their EBT, like their food stamps and things like that. Like, I've read so many things, and like, I talk to my banks and stuff like that, and yes, y'all, banks, and they're like, never use debit. If you're going to get gas, never pay at the pump, and always choose credit, never use debit. And like, I've learned a lot of this over the years, and people still find a way to get to you. It could be a few dollars here and there. It could be $30. It could be $6. It could be whatever. They will literally find a way. And a lot of people, the dumb ones, don't even pay attention to their bank accounts. Like, back then, I would say like 6-7 years ago, I hardly checked my emails. Like, my bank account, like, I looked one time. If I had a deposit or whatever the amount was, I was like, okay, boom, 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 spending whatever I needed to spend. And then, like, I would say like once every 2 weeks, I would check my account. And you know how a lot of places, how they have pending charges, right? So you don't see it right away. So, like, your balance really ain't your balance. So I had a balance, like, I'll just say, for instance, I had a balance of, say, like $360 some or whatever it is. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, even though, like, mentally, like, I should have known what I was spending, but I was just like, okay, like, the bank ain't gonna lie, like, whatever's on the app should be right. So I was like, okay. So I went food shopping and whatever. And then, like, 2 days later, it was like negative whatever it was. And I was like, I said, how? I literally just had $300 and something in the bank. How is it negative 200 and whatever it was? So I called the bank, and the bank said it was all the pending charges. And I said, okay, well, tell me this. I said, when I go to the store, say I have $30 in my bank. I go to the store and I spend $15. Yeah, I'm looking at that big hawk. I spend $15. When I log into the app, it'll tell me I have $15 left in my account. If I had 30, I spent 15. I have $15 in my bank. So I went and I got something that was like $12 and whatever it was. And that ended up being that my account was negative like 60 some dollars. And I was like, I said, wait, I said, this is not right. I said, y'all literally just said, okay, if my starting balance was 30 and I had 15, because I used $15 exactly, and it read on my statement I had $15 available, okay, in my account. And I'm just like, this is just I don't even know, an example. Like, so if my starting balance was, say, 30, I used 15, which means I had 15 left. So I went to the store and I spent like 12 something on whatever it was, like necessities or whatever. Next day I was negative 60. Make that make sense, please, because this is not the first person like this ever happened to. Like, this happened to me like 2 or 3 times, but this happened to my mom. She had to get 5 different debit cards for the bank that she had, and I'm not going to disclose the bank because it's not the bank's fault, but like 5 different cards through this bank. Y'all, these hackers ain't no joke. These Hagrid, I know someone that was supposed to go food shopping, and they were getting, I don't even know, it was like $900 and some dollars or whatever. When they checked their card at 12:30, it had $100 on it. $100. When they inquire, when they look, like, because you can see now, like on this app, you can see that it said like whatever it was on there, and like they were telling me, they're like, oh, like that you have whatever, I don't even know what the app is called, but they said you have this app that you could look to check like all the money that you spent. And they said if we got our food assistance at 12 o'clock, how at 12:30 did we spend $800 and some dollars? And it wasn't even in the area. How do you, whatever city it was, you had to literally travel to go there within a half hour, and you used 800 and something. Like, I was just like, whoa. I told them, I said, can you dispute it? Like, can you? And they're like, no, like, unfortunately, they don't refund anymore. And I'm like, dang. I'm like, I would be so mad if I had that much money to be able to pay for, well, I wish I had that much money to pay for food, but like if I had that much money to pay for food in my bank account and it was taken like that, imagine like me having hard-earned money, and I'm not saying it's any better, it's any like worse or anything like that, but I'm just saying like me having hard-earned money to go buy food versus somebody that gets the assistance that doesn't have to pay for like their own food and still getting it taken. That's like that's terrible. That, like, to me, like, literally all my bank cards now, all of my, like, my bank cards and my credit cards are locked. I'm not saying that I, have stuff in it, but what I do have, I do. But it's locked. It's locked. You are not going to get me. And I have it set up with my bank now that every charge has to go through me. I literally have to authorize every single charge. I don't care if it's a penny. I don't care if it's hundreds of dollars. You have to go. It'll literally send me a text message and say, did you authorize this charge? And if it says, if you hit yes, we will go ahead and process it. But if you say no, it's declined. Y'all, it's fun. And it happened to me a couple times. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it happened to me a couple times that places were trying to take stuff off of me, and like I was just like I remember the one time that I got, and I know this, y'all, I know this is off topic, but this is my daily venting to y'all. I know y'all are familiar with YouTube TV, that you could pay and you could have like live TV and you could have movies and like all this stuff, and it's like $60, $70, $80 a month, whatever it is. So I signed up for the free trial, and the free trial, you didn't get charged for, I think it was like 15 days or something. They said if you're not happy with it, you can cancel within that 15 days, you won't be charged. So I called them, I think it was like 6 or 7 days. I went onto a live chat, and I said, hey, this is not for me. Like, I don't really watch live TV, like, at all. I don't really watch live TV. So I said, can you please cancel my membership? And the lady was like, sure, I can help you with that. Can you please stand by? I'm processing your cancellation. I said, okay. So it came back on. She said, your cancellation was successful. She said, you will not be billed. So I was like, okay. Now, mind you, that was like 5 days before, maybe 6 days before, that I was supposed to be charged. So I think like it was like a week later, I checked my bank account and it said negative $89 and whatever it was, and I'm like, why? Like, why is it negative $89? And I clicked on it and it said YouTube TV. I said, oh, hell no. I got right back on it and I said, listen, I want my money back. I want to put it back on my card because I'm not going to be charged late fees and stuff like that because y'all ain't doing your job. And I said, it's not specifically my bank. I said it was YouTube TV. So they're like, we'll investigate it. But they said you won't be charged like any late fees or anything like that while the investigation's going on. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that's like my main thing. So I contacted YouTube TV and I said, hey, I said, go back in your records. I said, because I contacted y'all on whatever date it was. I said, and it was before the free trial was over. And I said, on there, if you cancel before the free trial, you will not be charged. So she went back in the records and she was like, oh, she said, I see on blah, 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 whatever day it was that you processed the cancellation, but it was never actually processed. And I said, how? If I went onto the live and I said to y'all, I want to process the cancellation, the lady said to me, hold on while I process it. I said, she came back on and said, your cancellation is complete. You will not be charged. Well, ma'am, it's not in our records. I said, well, put it in your records because I'm not being charged for this. I said, I already disputed it. I said, so I'm not authorizing it. I said, and I know that this call is monitored. I said, so I'm telling you guys right now, I did not authorize you to charge my account. I came on there on whatever day it was, which was 6 or 7 days before the free trial was over. I said, and I asked you guys to cancel my membership. I said, and the lady came back on and said, your process is complete. You will not be charged. Long story short, I mean, like, I got the money put back into my bank. Like, it wasn't negative or anything like that. But, like, it goes to show you, like, when you got to watch when you do these free trials on anything, because they will charge you. They will charge you. Like, and they don't even care. And they will just look at you like, and that's like the video that I did, I don't even remember when it was, but the video that I did about rallies, well, checkers, rallies, whatever, that's not that far from where I live at, that I did a DoorDash, and it was like at 4 something, and I was like, I need it for like 6 o'clock, because that's, you know, at that time I was gonna be home and like everything. So 6 o'clock came and it said, your dasher is waiting to pick up your order. I was like, okay, cool. It was only like 5-6 minutes from my house. So I was like, okay, whatever. You know, people run a little bit late. It was like 6:20, 6:30. And it said the dasher is waiting to pick up your order. I was like, wait, this don't seem right. So I called the store and I said, hey, I have an order that's on DoorDash. And they got my name and everything, and they're like, oh, yeah, we're just waiting to give him the drinks and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, for 30 minutes you were waiting to give him his drinks? Like, my food's gonna be ice cold. So I was like, is he there? They're like, yeah, we just have to give him his drinks. I said, okay. Or no, we gave him his drinks, he's just waiting on the order. So I was like, all right. So I waited, 6:45 came, 6:50, 7 o'clock came. Nothing. It just says a dasher is waiting to pick up your order. And I was like, so I called again, and the lady was like, no, that dasher just left. I said, what? I said, they told me that they gave him the drinks already, that they were just waiting to give him the order. So they're like, no, he left, we're just waiting for somebody else. And I said, listen, I ordered this at 4 something. I wanted it at 6 o'clock. It does not take that long for somebody to get my order and bring it up here. And they're like, ma'am, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, you know what? I'm coming down. I'm coming down right now. So when I went down there, I went up to the window, because the way that Rallies is you can't go inside. It's either the drive-through or you walk up and pick up your order. So I went down there and I walked up to the window and I was like, yeah, I'm such and such. Like, I don't even want my food anymore. Like, I'm that pissed off. I don't want my food anymore. I want my money back. And they were like, well, ma'am, I said, you don't understand. I want my money back. This was a $49 order because I was ordering for a couple people. And they're like, well, ma'am, we have your food right here. I said, I don't care what you have sitting in front of me. I want my money back. Well, ma'am, we can't do that. I said, listen, I said, you had 2 Dashers that were supposed to deliver my order. You had 2 of them leave. I said, now you're telling me that you can't give me my money back on this? Like, I don't want it. And some lady come around the corner and she was like, hey, like, I'm the one that's picking up your order. And I said, well, hey, I don't want it anymore. I said, the reason of me placing the order was so I didn't have to come all the way down here. And I already paid the delivery fee. I said, so now I don't want it. I want my money back. She goes, oh, so then I just lose out on my money. I said, not my fault. I said, you take it up with DoorDash. So the guy, like, literally was just like, I can't give you your money back. I can't give you your money back, but here's your food. Here's your food. We just made it. It's fresh. I was like, okay. So the bag felt a little bit warm. I was like, okay, cool. Like, whatever. I'm still complaining. So I took it home, and I got, like they're little popcorn chicken, but they're, like, seasoned. And then whatever else I got, the fries and stuff. I opened it up. I took a bite. I was like, it took everything in me to not get back in my car and go down there. So I said, you know what? Nope. I called the customer service number. And by that time, it was like already 7:30, almost 8 o'clock. I called the customer service center. And I said, listen, I told them everything that was going on. And they said, we'll send it to the escalation team. And I said, no, I want my money back. Like, I'm not paying for this food. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not paying for it. So they're like, well, let me send you to one of the local store. Like, let me escalate this to the local store and, you know, they could deal with it and, you know, help you get your refund or whatever it is. I even contacted DoorDash, and DoorDash was like, you know, we can't, unfortunately, you know, the 2 people, I don't know what happened, but they left. I said, I don't care. I want my money. Like, it took everything in me not to, like, literally snap at them. Literally. So this went on for weeks. And literally, y'all, listen, I got something from them last month, and it's been a while, but I got something from them last month, and it said pissed customer something, and it said, hey, we hope you're doing okay, and we hope you were able to resolve your issues. I was like, no, fuck this. And that's why I made that video, and I said, like, I'm done. And then the customer service person had the balls to literally contact me and say, well, we can give you a $25 gift card to come back to us. I said, I spent $50, well, damn near close to it. You're gonna tell me that you're gonna give me a $25 gift card to come back to y'all stank asses? Hell no. No. I said, you know what you could do with that $25, right? Well, ma'am, I understand. I said, no. I said, shove it up your... And I hung up. And I have never dealt with them since then. Never. And y'all, listen, and I'm going to tell you, the first time I ever got something from them, I went through the drive-thru, and their food was good. Like, it wasn't bad. It was just ordering through DoorDash, you never know what you're going to get. And I've ordered from McDonald's in the past through DoorDash, and I had to get a refund from DoorDash because the Dasher just quit and they didn't pick up the order. And the second time I ordered, it was from KFC, and they forgot half my order. So they had to refund me, and I had to redo the whole order again. They had to bring my stuff back up. It was just like, Y'all, if y'all can't do you guys want to get paid from the DoorDash. Like, if people get paid a lot of money through DoorDash. Like, I know somebody that is literally making a living off DoorDash. Like, literally. Um, and like their rent is close to like $900 a month, plus whatever utilities they pay and, you know, whatever else. But not my business, but yeah, making a living off that. So I was like, for y'all making that much money off of DoorDash, y'all are just fucking people over. Like, literally. And then I did one for the Pizza Hut, which the Pizza Hut that's right up the street from where I live at, they don't physically have delivery drivers anymore. It's like a third party through DoorDash. So I ordered, they're called I think they're called like Pizza Hut melt meals or something like that, or whatever it is. Like, it's a personal pizza, and you can either get wings or you can get fries on the side. So I ordered, because I had a couple people over my house that night, and it was just a Friday, and we were like, we don't want to cook anything, so we'll just order. So I ordered it, and they only brought me 3 of them. And I was like, and I like literally, I gave a good tip and stuff like that, plus their delivery fee. So I was like, no. I said, nope. So I called them right back and I said, hey, I just ordered 5 of these meals. I only got 3. The guy literally just left my house. And it was an older gentleman. Like, he looked like he was probably like maybe in his 60s, not old, but not young. And the lady was like, oh, I'm sorry for the convenience, you know, we'll send the other 2 right back to you. Well, they ended up sending 5. Like, they ended up doing my whole order. But she was like, oh, the guy probably just took it home to maybe his family or something. And it was like brushing it off. And I was like, are you serious? Like, these are the type of people that you want working for you? Like, I get it, the food smells good, but you're on your job. If you're hungry, go eat. Like, take a break, go eat. DoorDash doesn't have hours. You do it when you want to do it. Go home, eat with your family, and then come back to work. But like, I guess they figured that customers won't say anything. I guess they'll be like, well, we don't, you know, F it, we don't care. You know, or like, I'm not doing that. And a lot of people, like, and I get it, a lot of people will be like, well, I ain't saying shit because, you know, they might spit in my food, or they might do this, or they might do that, we just ain't gonna order from them anymore. And I was just like, I kind of get it, because like, I have that same feeling now. Like, I don't complain. Like, if I go to McDonald's, if I get like their bacon McDouble, I have to get everything on it. I have to get mayonnaise, ketchup, pickles, tomato, lettuce, onions, mustard, like everything on it. And I think every single time they have gotten something wrong. Every single time. And at that point, like, if they were just missing like one condiment, I was just like, fuck it, you know, whatever. But I've had a thing where I ordered that same thing and they gave me just the extra that I ordered, because like their thing comes with ketchup, pickle, and something else. And I ordered add this. They only put on what I wanted to add and left the other stuff off of it. If it says add to it, add, that means add on top of what is already on the sandwich. It's not just put that stuff on it. If it said only this, then that's what you put on it. Like, it's just, y'all, I'm sorry, I went way off topic, but I guess you could kind of say this is my rant venting Thursday. Happy fake ass Juneteenth too, y'all. Listen, Juneteenth is not real. Okay, we are not celebrating the freedom of anything, because it never existed. So get that out your head. Do your research, y'all. Do research. All right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. I finished drinking this. No, I held this for how long? I'm into 40 minutes of this video, and for the first, like, I don't know, y'all can see it in the video, but for the first like 25 minutes, this thing was sitting on the ground. And then I picked it up and I drank it, and then for the other however long, I was sitting there holding it. And y'all can see, because y'all can see how filled it is. No, it's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, y'all, I'm sorry for this long video. I had to get this out. Now, I could have went longer, but I don't want y'all to be like, dang, like, Diaz, dang, you talk. I could talk, yes. I could talk. Why? Y'all should like that. Y'all should like people that engage. Like, y'all should like people that do this. Instead of just a 1 or 2 minute video and that's it. And I think, like, literally, y'all, this has been the longest single video that I have ever done on YouTube. I did an hour video, and that was for my monetization. You had to make a video that was an hour long. But I did, like, three or four clips that I put together. This is 41 minutes and counting, raw and uncut, because I don't care. Like, I don't give a shit. Raw and uncut, hair with Diaz. I love y'all. I don't do this in my videos anymore, y'all. I literally don't, but like today, it's just one of them days, like, I just wanted to do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah, y'all. Alright, hold on. Yes, females burp too. It's a human thing. It's not a man thing. And you know, I can't disclose what it is because I don't want to get in trouble. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I will see you guys in our next video. Y'all, I don't think it's going to be tonight because this was a long video. And I gotta work tomorrow. Even though I don't have to be up that early. I gotta be up at 9:30, somewhere around there. I gotta be there till 11:30, so. But I will try to do a video either before I go to work or after I come home. So if y'all have any suggestions on videos that y'all want me to do or that you want me to talk about, put it in the comments below because I'll do it. I will do it. Hey. Shout out to Spinks for integrity. Yo, bro, you and your wife have like you have the best videos. Like, it's kind of like you ever vibe with YouTubers, like, and you just be like, hey, like, when you watch, like, you ever sit there and watch a YouTuber and be like, and everything that they're saying, you're like, yeah, oh my god, yeah, we was just saying that, or like, yeah. Literally every single video that you do, I have either seen or dealt with personally, and it's crazy because, like, we never met, obviously, and I would love to do a video with you and your wife, even if it was a live video. Like, I would love, because I don't know where you're from, but like, I would love literally to do a video with y'all. I really would. I can kind of say, like, you guys are like an idol to me because, like, you have so much, like, when you make videos, you guys have so much energy when you guys make videos. And like me, like, here's, you know, little old me, little old Diaz, like, I'm just like I'm into my videos, but not like into them. And I think it's just because of, like, me mentally just, like, stressing about different things and, like, everything. And it's just, like, I want to get to that level. You know? So watching your videos it does help me. It does a lot. So shout out to Spinks for Integrity. I appreciate you. If y'all are not following him, y'all listen. I love their channel. I love their channel. Go watch them. I was about to burp again, y'all, but go watch them. If y'all are not subscribed to Spinks for Integrity, I will put his link down in the description so y'all can go see it. Y'all can go see what I'm talking about, and y'all will be hooked on the channel. But yeah, shout out to all my other YouTubers too, like my A1s, my day ones, my old ones, my new ones. Now, I haven't said that in a long time in my video, and I have to get, but see y'all, I'm falling off. But yet, listen, I'm still talking. Like, I'm still talking to y'all, and this is going on 46 minutes. But like other YouTubers would say, think outside the box. Like, don't, like, I've heard other YouTubers that can talk about 50 different things in one video. 50 different things in one video. And I'll give you 2 guesses on the YouTubers. Boom. Big Game James TV and Trey 57 Productions. Listen, I have never seen YouTubers be able to talk about so many different things in one video, and they will come back to each one of their topics throughout the whole video. Like, you could be talking about 30 different things, and then you come back to like number 7. Then you go back to number 1. Then you go back to like 26, the 26th thing you were talking about. Like, it's just like I get it, because this is what I have been doing. I started out with the rant on the Israel and Iran war, and then I got into like people taking money from your bank account, and then I got into my, I'll say my beef, but I'll say my disagreement with rallies. And like, so I could just, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Maybe y'all bouncing off on me. Like, y'all rubbing off. Y'all rubbing off on Diaz. Like, I'm telling y'all. And I don't think that I've had this much energy in a really, really long time. A really, really, really long time. Over a year. Over a year, because I've never, ever did this kind of video before. Especially, listen y'all, especially this long. I have never did a video this long. Like, so, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching my videos. Even if you only watched a minute of it, or 2 minutes of it, or if you watch the whole thing, like, you know. But for the ones that have watched the whole video, comment below my code word, loyalty. And I will know that you guys literally watched the whole video, because who knows when I'm going to say anything. So you can't, like, you know what I mean? Because I could sit there and talk for another 20 minutes if I wanted to. And y'all will never, like, y'all would have to skip. So, to my ones that I could say that go by my code word, I love y'all. I literally love y'all. And I appreciate y'all. Like, I'm not the type of YouTuber that just is like thinking that they're better than anybody, because I'm not. Like, I'm just a little small country girl that loves doing YouTube, that I like making videos for people, and I like watching people. Like, I love watching other YouTubers. I love building them up, and they build me up. So, like, I think that's the main thing on YouTube, is that we build each other up. We don't put each other down, because everything ain't for everybody. So if you're making a video on certain things, it might not be for certain people, but it's for certain people. Like, if I'm doing a cooking video and you don't know how to cook a day in your life, you're not going to watch my video. But if I make a video on going to the grocery store and just doing something like this, a rant video, it might be something that you like. You know, or if I do a day in the life, or if I do a gun video, or if I'm at the range, Like, everything ain't for everybody. Like, there are certain videos that people vibe to, and there are certain videos that people don't vibe to, and that's okay. You know, I'm not going to make videos that are going to be completely for every single person in the world. But, you know, I try to do a variety of how does this say a variety of music? I try to do a variety of videos that could be for everybody. So make sure you guys go back, rewatch the video if you have to, guys, because my code word is in the video. My code word is in the video, and only my loyal people will be able to tell me what my code word was if they literally watch the whole video. So I'm going to be waiting for that. But I will see you guys in the next video. Guys, I'm sorry it took this long for me to make this video. Y'all, lantern flies are back. Literally, they're back. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. Make sure you guys comment that code. I almost said the word. Make sure you guys comment that word, my code word, and I will hit the link to Spink's video in the description below, along with the other YouTubers that I mentioned too. I will put their links in the description. Make sure you guys go follow them, and I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you guys.